here on
Scott Bars.
on 3CR.
I think I'm gonna rock it without headphones.
Or maybe have one like this, man.
Yeah, I don't like the way I look with headphones.
No, you look nice.
It's just,
You look always incredible.
Hey, it could be worse, man. Whenever I wear headphones, my head flattens on the back.
yeah, true.
We are back on the air. 3CR, Pull Factor, Urban Voices. And I would like to introduce my guest who goes by the name of Scott Bars. Because who's got bars? This man got bars.
Yo, Burn City, what's happening? It's your boy Scott Bars. My first time in the 3CR studio, man. I'm grateful to be here.
Oh, for sure, man. Tell us about yourself. Tell us about the early beginnings of Scott Bars.
I grew up in Brisbane and I used to play guitar in rock bands. That was sort of my introduction to music, and just in bands that were like basically a rip-off of Nirvana or Foo Fighters or any of that late 90s shit. I just always loved music. That's really the reason I get up in the morning, and that's what I want to do with my life. So playing guitar in bands for years, and as time went on, as we got to like the late 2010s, I started to realize like everything on guitar has been done, bro. Like truthfully, we're just rehashing the same old shit. So, sorry, can I swear?
No.
Sorry, my bad. Sorry to all the kids listening. Yeah, I just thought everything's been done on guitar. I want to go solo. I'm sick of trying to organize 4 or 5 people in a band. Everyone has to be on top of their game to get everything done, and it's just such a pain. So always love hip hop, and I thought, leaving rock music, what genre of music do I want to make? And I just figured hip hop is like the one genre where you can take from any style. It can be an electronic beat, it could be a rock beat, a jazz beat, whatever. I feel like that gives me the most freedom to do whatever style I want.
Yeah,
which is why I chose rap.
You can rap over anything, pretty much.
Pretty much.
From a live rock band to an orchestra to someone playing the keys.
To someone just beatboxing on the street.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
Even without the beat, you just do spoken word poetry in that.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
And it was really tough for me at first because like the musicality, instrumental side of things, I got down. Like I'm all over that. I was afraid to like show my voice and be up front. So I was sort of like the first couple years I had to learn how to use production and studio stuff like that, and then I had to learn how to rap.
Right. So so was that your first experience when you were performing live on stage?
My earliest performances were like either at youth groups or like at school, just playing acoustic guitar on stage with like other people rapping or singing.
And how did your first experience rapping on stage go?
It was a house party in 2021 in Brisbane. I was surrounded by my mates and I was so nervous. I was crapping myself, and I had rehearsed this 16-bar verse like 100 times that day. I think it went pretty well. I hadn't found my voice. I couldn't sound the way that I wanted to sound because I didn't know what that was, but I got all the lyrics down and that was good enough for me for the first time.
How long ago did you move to Melbourne?
It was January 2025, so just over a year ago now.
All right.
Yeah.
Now, I think we'll dig deep into the questions from there, but I would like to kick off your first track, Rose Tinted Glasses.
For sure.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Who features on that track?
My boy Jazz and Coombs, who are both from Brizzy, and this is from my debut album Growing Up that came out last September.
Oh, good.
Rose Tinted Glasses is about like looking back nostalgically on like the times that you had when you were younger. Maybe you were taking certain substances or doing things that you weren't supposed to do, and you made a lot of mistakes, but you had a lot of fun and you learned a lot about yourself. And while that's not who you are anymore, it's cool to like look back on that and be like, that was cool.
Run the rhythm. Let's dig deep into, moving to Melbourne, making the big move, and, networking with a couple of artists down here and making tracks down here.
I was doing videography and rap in Brisbane from like 2021 to 2025, and honestly considered moving down here in like 2019 before I was even known as like Scott Bars. I had a trip booked to visit Melbourne in like March of 2020. Obviously had to cancel that. We all know why. But it was kind of like God saying like, oh, you're not ready. Like it's not your time to go yet. By 2024, by the time that had rolled around, I had made a bit of a name for myself in Brisbane as a videographer and artist. I had the skills and the tools and sort of the blueprint of like how to get myself out there. Brisbane was like the testing ground. I'm like, all right, now I know what I'm doing. I want to move to Melbourne. I want like a new lifestyle, a new scene. I just want to like like start fresh, bro. Brisbane is like all I know until like last year. So
Yeah.
I was so excited to get here and I don't regret it even for a second.
I think it's good to, have two connections in both cities. Yeah.
Because you can always go back, but then like now there's a whole other scene of people here and that I know that we can make stuff happen.
Oh, yeah, trust me. I mean, I've seen the scene for the last 18 years.
Yeah.
Like, I've seen people come and go. You know, when I was in my 20s, I was looking up to people who are older than me. Now, ever since I turned 30, yeah, there's a lot of young cats that are getting out there because of social media. And a lot of the legends I looked up to, they've all moved away or moved on. Nearly all of them have got families now.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
so real. But it's cool to see like some of the old heads like still out there doing it and showing support. Like shout out to them. But
Got to show some love, man.
when I got here, I knew like 3 people. It's like my friend Lewis from Kai Colt, shout out to him. Other Lewis from Discover Hip Hop, and he introduced me to Cardia and the whole Ripe Hip Hop crew, and that was sort of like my in.
I had him here last year too.
Lewis from Discover Hip Hop?
Yeah, maybe it was the year before last year, but yeah, I had him in.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, he's a good bloke, man.
Yeah, he is a good bloke. Enough
Unfortunately, he's moved back to Sydney now, and he's doing his thing, but I'm forever grateful to him because he was like the only person in the scene that I knew when I got here, and he was like, this is Cardia, and I was like, do you need a videographer for Ripe? And she's like, actually we do. And from there, like that was like the connection that really just got me into everything. So I'm grateful to all those people.
Who is your favourite artist you've ever collaborated with? Who is your favourite featured act?
Does this include like songs that haven't come out yet?
Well, I think we'll establish that by the end of the show.
Look, I'll say this hasn't been announced. I don't even know if I'm allowed to say this, but I'm working on something with Scrub at the moment, and that's all I can really say, but I'm so stoked with what we're working on.
Nice. Now, I think we'll move on to the next track, and this is an unreleased track, innit?
Yeah.
It's coming on your next forthcoming album.
That's right. My sophomore album, which I have been mastering or mixing all weekend.
Right, and this is called All Gas, No Brakes.
All Gas, No Brakes, featuring Melbourne rapper Scrammer and my boy Jaden Wakefield.
I'm going to assume that All Gas, No Brakes just means just go straight for the action, no holding back,
Just
don't look
send
back, just
it,
go.
bro. Like, I like gave up my life and like home to like do this. So that's sort of the philosophy behind All Gas. Like, you're here, if you're not making the most of it, what are you doing?
Let's run the rhythm.
You break. They said lost what you make.
Yo, that was All Gas, No Brakes by Scott Bars.
Yes, sir.
That was a good bouncy track, man.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Me and Scrammer cooked that one up together. I produce all my own tracks. I have to.
It's incredible that you write your own bars, produce your own beats, and shoot your own videos.
Thanks. I'm just a control freak. It's when it comes to my art. If I'm producing or doing a video for someone else, I don't care. I'm like I care, but I'm detached from it. But when it's my album, I'm like, no, we're doing it my way.
Yeah. Speaking of albums, tell us about your forthcoming album.
This is a world first. I haven't told anyone this. It's called Mix Bag 2, The Reservoir Tape. And the reason it's called that is my debut EP from like 4 years ago is called Mix Bag. So this is the sequel to that one. And it's called The Reservoir Tape because Reservoir was where I ended up when I first got to Melbourne. Stav's in the studio. He's fist bumping because he's out in the area, bro.
Man, Reservoir, bro.
Yeah, Reservoir, baby. Reza. It's just a collection of songs that I made while living there, but it's also sort of a reflection of like the things that I experienced moving to this new city and this new neighborhood, and sort of from an outsider perspective. Like, I mean, obviously it's still Australia. It's not that different from Brisbane, but there are differences, and it's just sort of things that I've noticed.
Man, you know? I know what Reservoir's like because I used to do dancing in Reservoir like 10 years ago.
True.
Yeah, I joined the dance crew for a bit.
Yeah, well, B-boy stuff.
B-boy, house, pop locking,
cool,
that type
man.
of thing. Yeah,
That's
it was
fresh.
incredible. It was choreography urban as well.
Yeah,
which is the most fun side of it. This song is called Copium. Could you mention the featured acts on that, please?
Yeah, this one's featuring Seraph and Izzy, and we all co-produced this one together. This was the first track that I made when I got to Melbourne. I didn't even have a place to live yet. I'd been here about 5 days, and I hit up Izzy because we've been talking on Instagram before that, and I said, hey man, I'm in your city, let's cook. And this is what came out of it.
Let's cook.
Yeah.
Yo. I think we're gonna run the rhythm right about 3, 2, 1. Yeah.
I love that one.
Yeah, me too. I just love how bouncy it is.
Huge fan of that one.
Yeah, man. Big respect.
Thank you. Izzy and Seraph, we all went crazy on it together. Love to see it. Shout out, boys.
So, do you know what date you are intending to release the album?
No. I'm in the mixing phase right now. I'm hoping to have all that done in the next week, and then the next month and a half we'll just be shooting music videos. Around June or July, probably, is when it will fully come out.
So, you got any favourites on the album that you're intending to make videos for?
The two we just played, Copium and All Gas, No Breaks. There's also one called You Want a Piece of Me, and it's like an indie rock guitar-driven track, which is a bit of a switch up for me.
All right.
Because I don't do guitar tracks very often.
I know bare people that might like it.
But I hope everyone likes it as much as I do.
No. Well, I mean, I love the two tracks. I love the two tracks that you've played so far, and I just want to say, man, I mean, I'm looking forward to the launch of the album. You just got to let us all know when you're planning to launch it.
Thanks. Yeah, I haven't even got that far ahead yet, but I haven't done a Scott Bars headline show in Melbourne yet because I've only really just started to establish myself now. So towards the tail end of the year, that's something that I'd really love to do if it happens.
Nah, sweet. No, I guarantee it will happen because we'll all be backing you.
Thank
all your
you.
fans, I mean, all your fans and all the listeners will be backing you.
Appreciate that, man.
Sweet. Now, thank you very much, Scott Bars, for coming in.
Thanks for having me. 3CR, shout out Fitzroy. Shout out everybody listening. Sorry to the children when I said a swear word. Don't be like me. Be better.
Sweet. Scott Bars, ladies and gentlemen, out here in Radio Land, and we're about to move on to the R&B round. This song is called Come Through by Summer Walker, featuring Usher. Let's run it.